Hi, welcome to Women Health Awareness Sessions. Okay, today let's talk about exercise. Okay, men is meant for movement. We are not meant for sitting in front of computers for long hours and doing the job. Not at all, right? We are meant to do certain work. We have to plow the fields, we have to lift the water, all such things what we were doing right from the prayer, like that is what we are meant for, for the moment. Our body is not designed to sit somewhere and be quiet, like, correct. So you maybe come across like sitting is the next to smoking or everything, that kind of things, like sitting is next to smoking. Sitting for 8 hours is equal to smoking 8 cigars. Okay, so that is bad for lungs, bad for heart, bad for blood, for everything. So movement is very much necessary for us. Just imagine that what early women used to do, like they used to lift weights, they used to turn their heads, they used to turn their torsos, they used to turn their waist. So many things they used to do, no, they used to raise up, bend down, sweep, everything they used to do, correct. So what used to no, those are the advantages of the body, right? Like that all gives a certain things what our body needs. See, when you twist your head like this, no, very often, not saying only the computer, your parathyroid glands get some movement, and it really works. So that is why we do in exercise and all, that is the compulsory exercise what we do. So everything matters, like you have to do that, those movements every day, and that really, and certain amount of weights you have to weigh, and that gives a great strength for our, biceps, triceps and all. And not only like that, even for the endocrine glands, certain weight, when you lift your leg like this, when you lift something from your hand, everything is really matters even for the general health. It's not just for exercise kind, it is very much necessary for the general health also. Like before doing all these exercises, what the women used to do, they used to wear bangles till here, like so many bangles. They used to wear the heaviest of the anklets, they used to wear the waist belt, everything they used to do. So that used to give a certain kind of strength to the organs and all. Nowadays we don't do anything. All this, actually, this is not something as a jewelry itself, but that gives so much of so much of strength to the organs also. Nowadays we don't do anything all these sorts. When women used to do all these exercise and were wearing all these ornaments, they never complained about thyroid, they never complained about varicose veins, did they? No, right? Because those exercises were part of their lifestyle, so they need not do it something separately. Like when I was asking some auntie, like 50 years old, a person 50-55 plus, she was saying like, I have got thyroid for a long time. I said that you have to do minimal exercise of 40 and 40-minute exercise and all. She was asking me like, why? Because my mom never did it, and she never got the thyroid also. Definitely she used to do all this work, no, why specifically she has to do exercise as such, right? Like, you, what were we doing? We are using every machines of every kind, we are making our life easier, so we have to adopt certain exercise and certain time for the exercise and all, correct. So this is what I wanted to say today. So usually that's what exercise is very much necessary for weight loss and all kada. Usually weight loss happens when you do exercise. So exercise is the prominent like pillar for weight loss and all. So when, so many times when weight loss happens, so many hormones get regulated by themselves. Like you go to any doctor, first when they check with the thyroid or when they check with the PCOD, they ask you to lose weight, certain kgs of weight, so that it automatically, the body automatically regulates the hormones. Okay, so that is very much needed. See, for your body, you have a capacity of hormone production of certain amount, for which is very much suitable for your ideal weight. When you go beyond 20% of ideal weight, the body can produce so much of hormones, correct? So what happens? Then there will be a hormonal imbalance. So it is certainly very much necessary for you to be in your ideal weight, or just plus 5 or minus 5%. That's all. You shouldn't be too much more than your ideal weight or too less than your ideal weight also. Okay, because that is really necessary for hormonal production. Okay, so each and every organ needs proper blood circulation also, correct? So this is what happens when you do exercise. You do exercise, you bend, you rise, you give that blood, blood flow will become from hair to the feet. It should flow from hair to the feet. So every body requires oxygen, and oxygen only the nutrients will be passed. So every organ gets its nutrients and its oxygen when you breathe easy and when you do exercise. So when all the endocrine glands get their blood supply with the nutrients and the oxygen, what happens? They work well, right? You're giving, see, when you're provided with a conducive environment to work, how will you do? You will do it better, right? When you are given sticky, stunky kind of environment and you are asked to do like donkeys, will you do? We won't do it, right? We need a conducive environment also. So when food is like a salary for our organs, exercise is like a conducive environment, very good work environment that you can provide for your body. Okay, just imagine you have kept a machine for a long time. If not a machine, just think that you have kept a pen for a long time. So again you start writing it. Will it write? No, right? Even a pen needs something day in and day out. As such, exercise is not for one day or 1 week or something like that. What we usually do, okay, we do exercise for certain days and we don't do for certain days. It is not like that. Exercise is for on a regular basis, and it's not like doing something 40 minutes itself. You can just have a moment, good moment throughout the day, and you can still be fit and fine, right? So that those breathing is very much necessary. Know that when you exercise, it helps your lungs, it helps your heart, it helps your kidneys, it helps your calf muscles, it gives oxygen to the brain, everything. So it is a must do for a regular lifestyle, correct? And when you exercise, certain hormones also will be released, like dopamine, like endorphins, etc. All these hormones will be released, wherein which are really connected with so much of happiness and all to the body. So try, when you are stressed up, you just run on the place, you just jog on the place where you are standing, you just run there. You can see certain like certain soothing on your brain, because the dopamine, the endorphins which are being released after doing exercise will soothe your mind, will soothe your soul, everything as such. So, and this is also related to certain hormones like serotonin, which is a stress hormone. When you are stressed up, your serotonin levels will go high. So that is very bad to your body. So at the time of stress, these dopamine will reverse the serotonin, and that is released with the with doing regular exercises. Okay, even certain hormones like insulin, thyroid hormones, and estrogen, etc., are also regulated um, uh, because of exercising. Okay, like when you do regular exercises, even these hormones will also be regulated. So exercise helps in so many kind, like it decreases the fat in your body, like visceral fat, subcutaneous fat, etc., which is really bad, when the fat is stored on your belly, when the fat is stored on your hip side. That really says that when there is so much of fat, that is very disproportionate to your body, it really says that you have a hormonal imbalance. Hormones really stores fat in the stomach area and all. So when you do regular exercise, what happens? Stored fat will also decreases, and as well it impacts the hormonal imbalances also. So that also will come into an order. Okay, so today what are we thinking about? I mean, like, what are we suggesting you to do is like, please go with a regular routine of exercise. It need not be like a 40-minute, 1 hour, 2 hours, like or it need not be like a very specific, too specific kind of weight training or weightlifting or strength training kind of exercise, whichever suits your body. You just get to know like what suits your body, what suits your problem, what suits your time, all such things. If you could make out and you plan for a workout, and that really helps for the regulation of endorphins, everything, for the complete pattern of hormonal release. See, this is not something like I have said yesterday also, I'm saying it today also, like you have n number of ways how to get your hormones in balance. Okay, so out of which allopathy is one, ayurvedic is one. No, you are taking external hormones is one, you are regulating your system is one, you are preparing your body so as to regulate those hormones is one, like that. What I am suggesting is, instead of you taking something external, why don't you make your body produce it by its own, right? Like it is really possible, because I have seen n number of reversals, thyroid reversals. There are hundreds of thyroid reversals, PCOD reversals. Everything is possible. Visceral fat, I mean varicose veins, everything is possible. Okay, and all are interrelated also when you are inflicted with thyroid. So keep in mind that if you are not regulating, if you are not correcting your lifestyles, you may easily be prone to PCOD also. You may, when you have PCOD, it makes your body to have a insulin resistance kind, so you may also be inflicted easily to the diabetes and all. So why not you have some routine, just see, you go to the doctor elsewhere, they can only say, with due respect to the doctors and their profession, like they can say only how to cure your problem, correct? So what I am talking is exactly opposite, how to prevent the problem in the root itself. So when you're interested to prevent the root, when you wanted to come out of the problem with the natural way, what I mean to say is by correcting your roots. Okay, like root problem itself, if you wanted to solve, these are the basic things you can do it with the proper guidance. Okay, like this is really possible, and it is very much, like so many things are just there in your hands, and you have to take it up, that's all. And we have to make some time and some preference for our health also. Like you could have seen, 10 years you are taking thyroid tablets, and if you say that I have a normal thyroid range, for me how it sounds is I have taken 10 years of that, and I'm able to have some, I'm rich kind. Is that true? No, right? Like if you are really rich, you should have a zero debt. That is what we prefer to have, right? So when you correct these systems, like maybe you are investing time into your life, but you are adding quality to your life, like taking tablets and again those over effects, showing those over effects. Why? You can easily come out of all these things, like all these lifestyles kind. So I would be very happy if you could adopt a kind of like one sort of exercise as such. So if you people are having something like a Fitbit kind, or on your mobile if you have some pedometers, please do see that how much you walk every day. Okay, so that really gives, because when I ask, like my clients come, and when I ask them how many steps you do, they'll easily say like 15k steps I'll walk. And when I ask them to put the steps count the next day it would be not even more than 5,000 or 6,000. Correct. We really don't understand how much we may feel that we are walking too much and it wouldn't have been so much also. But sometimes vice versa can also happen. You may feel that you are walking so less and it would have been so more also. So let's measure everything, like what we are eating, how much calorie expenditure we are doing. So what is our stress level, what is our sleep level, everything. If we could measure ourselves, like we'll get to know what is exactly lagging in us, and we can clear the system, or we can correct it very aptly. So this is what I wanted to say you. From tomorrow, if at all it is feasible to you, please do count your steps, and please do count your calorie expenditure. That is like for 10,000 steps, you expense around calories or burnout, kind of like around 283 calories will be burned out. So just check how much calories you burn out every day. Like then you will get to know how much calories you have to eat and all. Correct. So these are the basic things. When you correct your root, you can become strong and healthy. Correct. So hope you like this session also, and you will put your heart and will towards exercise. It's not like, that's what I said, simple stretches you can go. Like I'll put some videos also, if at all, if you are interested. Simple yoga exercises you can do, simple stretches you can do, or simple walking, walking throughout the day, or being active throughout the day, that all counts. Okay, hope you like this session also. Happy learning. Bye. Thank you.